gonna count down?
It's on there.
Okay. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode with Spoken with Purpose. Y'all already know y'all favorite podcast is out here. Look what I got in the building today. Well, we gonna start off with your girl Tanya. You already know I'm the host. Y'all don't see the other Tilly here, but that's all right. You know,
the show is gonna be good tonight.
It's gonna be great. What you mean? I'm in here.
Right, so I have to my left,
Daughter, of course. I'm the one and only Quanisha Boo. Right. I'm in here.
and then I have to my right,
Her niece, Akila. Y'all can call me Keela.
Keys.
Because we all family here, so let's go.
Facts. All right, so if y'all looking in that hair, then y'all see that today's topic is, it says, I hate dating my own race. I think that's what it says. That's what it says. That's what I meant to type in what it say. But y'all get the point. So y'all know we always have some type of purpose as far as to why we're having this particular episode. And someone actually suggested. So, you know, people are, the show is pretty known. So people actually come up to us and they make topic suggestions. And I had a phone call about this the other day. And they said, hey, y'all think something would be, I think this is a good topic to talk about. So we kind of expounded on it a little bit to see if it would be a good conversation. And it so happened to be.
Yeah.
So
in real life.
look, I got the next that generation, the next generation, you know, up here who gonna holler at y'all
input
today.
in it.
A little
Exactly. Input.
And then I got my niece. We're supposed to have a caller call in who actually has they prefer to not date their own race. And then I got somebody over here in the corner
Who don't like their own race.
yeah.
Not necessarily,
Well,
but we're going to talk about it.
Right, we're gonna talk about his point of view as well.
Let's talk about it.
Exactly. So I'm gonna ask you girls, have you guys ever dated outside of your race?
Once, when I was younger,
Was it a real relationship, though? Like,
it was kind of like I was childish.
so it wasn't.
He had
y'all
the
was
same,
just talking.
his first, middle, and last name was the same. He was Marty.
Okay,
Marty, we gonna need you to fix that. You trying to be incognito? Okay, we get it. We get it.
No, that was his name.
That was his
Really?
name.
That was his name.
Marty was his legal name.
His parents did it behind whoop. All right, so what race was he?
White, I think.
He was something. He probably was mixed.
He was something other than black. The only one.
Okay, so he was definitely outside the race.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it was two. It was Adrian too, because I was in middle school.
You ain't gotta get no names now. You back up off the names now. You can't just dropping names. So you got two. So you had an Asian dude and you had a sort of kind of white, but not really white.
Marty was trash. Straight up
Wow.
trash.
So have you, niece?
No, I have not dated outside of my race, and I don't plan on it.
So you have a preference.
Yeah, that's my preference. I just feel like I would be uncomfortable. You don't think you'd be uncomfortable?
Well, I personally have dated outside of my race. I've
You dated
I
outside
forgot.
your race.
You're right. I forgot.
we ain't
about
giving
that.
out no names either, because you know. So don't be.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I dated a Puerto Rican, and it was a different experience. When you say that you were uncomfortable, because I have a preference too. I prefer to date an African American male, because that's just what I'm
Used to.
yeah, I'm naturally attracted to him, and maybe I don't know. It's just something that just attracts me to a black man. It's just only popping. That's just what I prefer. But being in the company of other races, you know what I'm saying, and me being such a conversationalist, it allows you to be open with other people, and being able to be like that allowed me to have a conversation with this Puerto Rican dude that I gave a shot, and it wasn't so bad. But once it got a little intimate,
Then what? That's on a whole nother level. That's what you're saying.
we gonna talk about it. So let me ask you, why are you so uncomfortable with it?
Yeah, was
I don't even think it's that I'm uncomfortable. I think it's just I couldn't see myself living that type of life, and I just feel like I'm gonna have to explain too much. Like if I'm getting up in the morning. I got my natural hair one day. Like, my boyfriend is black, so my natural hair, he know what it look like. He know that. He know what shrinkage is. He know about all of that. He know when I put my wig on. He know how to help me take my tracks out. He know one day I might have braids.
Right.
It could be different. So I don't want to have to explain myself to somebody. Not necessarily saying that it ain't some stuff that I did have to explain to him, because taking out tracks, boys know that you got to take the tracks out, but they don't know how to take the tracks out. So yeah. I don't want to have to explain that.
So it's a culture.
Yeah,
culture thing for
I'm
you.
comfortable. That's what I'm comfortable.
So it's not the color of the skin. So you don't just. But have you ever been attracted? Let me ask you that before I get you.
I don't even know if that's. Let me say this too, because I always said if I did date a white boy, he'd have to act black. I don't know, like a street hood boy. Like, I don't know, a white one though.
You gotta have something that you can relate to.
Yeah, I gotta be able to relate to you, and I feel like if you done been in that area, I don't gotta explain it to you. You know what go on in the hood. You know what we done been through. So
I don't think I can just straight up date somebody who just that straight and narrow. You gotta have some type of slang or some type of swag, some kind of mixture of the cultures in there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know what Asians do. I don't know. I need to be able to relate. I'm sorry. Okay.
I ain't nothing wrong with that. So we know you've been attracted to. So have you ever been attracted to another race?
I'm telling you, that have to be what he looked like. He'd have to be
He had to be swagged out.
He'd have to be swagged out. He'd have to be a swagged out white boy for me to date him.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So you've never been attracted to
I ain't never really. I've been attracted to maybe like one Mexican dude. He was like Mexican.
Yeah.
But he looked kind of like Puerto Rican, so he could go for Puerto Rican. So that's probably why. But Asian, I'm good.
Now I don't know, because I may have a preference of a white dude and I've dated a Puerto Rican. You know what? I kind of feel uncomfortable with dating a white person, so I kind of want to chat about that.
Okay.
Because you said, which y'all prefer, which you done dated, which you're attracted to. So when I think of why I probably wouldn't give a white dude a chance, probably unless I done been around, get out of conversation, that's probably because I'm not just closed-minded to giving them over.
Right.
But if I think that I'm going to try any other race, it probably would definitely be all of them except the white one.
Okay.
And it's because I think they're so straight and narrow. They're so far off the radar when it comes to how we function. Because I operate in full blackism. I don't know if that's a word, but that's what, when you come around here, if you know how the black people act, because y'all know y'all like to generalize us, and some of the shit is legit. Like we're real creative, we're real hyper. That's what we do. It's always a family gathering together. And it's just good old down home fun. If don't come in the yard, if your feelings gonna get hurt easily, because that's just how we rock and roll with each other. But so I don't think that they will be able to vibe with me. I remember when we was partially talking about the conversation yesterday. You was talking about like you don't want to have to explain certain stuff. Like when you bring them around the family. Yeah. Like, say for instance, you got old crackhead uncle. You know what I'm saying? So we be embarrassed about little things. Yeah. So when you come up to the family function, you already gotta be like, well, that's my uncle such and such. I gotta he owns such and such. But I had to break it down to her because the black culture is not the only ones who have crackhead family. Right.
You're the only one struggling. Right. You're the only one that be lit.
So we gonna say, remember, that cousin that you got that be on that Xanax, that pop that Xanax all day, every day.
Austin.
That's my uncle.
Austin is like my Uncle Raymond. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it is.
So yeah, you might be a little bit uncomfortable with that. It's probably a little bit of embarrassment because maybe you think that his family is a certain type of way, or maybe you know how his family is. So it's a little bit of a comparison, maybe on the embarrassing type. So that's probably why I would lean more towards not a white guy. I know it don't make sense, but in my mind it do. Right? Yeah. So I got a question for someone who did not want to get on the camera, because this person who is sitting on the side that you beautiful people can't see, and tell the guests, hey y'all,
You gonna say hey y'all?
No, tell you to tell. What?
Hi, hey y'all.
Tell the viewers, hey. Me? Yeah. I said yes, but they guess too. So we have someone on the side that don't normally date within his same culture, right? In his same race.
Correct.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah. So, do you have a preference?
No, I don't have a preference.
You don't have a preference, but what have you dated? What has been the majority of what you
I
dated?
don't have a preference, but I've been with mostly Puerto Ricans.
Puerto Ricans, all right. So this person I had a conversation with, and I asked him why, because I'm trying not to touch his first on who they are, because I've seen them grow, put it that way. And I'm like, wait a minute, now, because you're always going on over there and playing on the other team, you know? Like, what about us? So when I say that, why do you naturally go to, like, is there a reason why you just not giving a black woman a chance?
No, because I've been with black women before. It's just I don't think I have a preference. I know I won't be with a white woman. I know that for a fact. But I don't know. Puerto Ricans I've always been attracted to them. They're very. It's something about being bilingual. They look nice, but they always it's like, and they still know black people. Like, cause they be poor too. You know, they all came here with their family and stuff.
Right.
So they still can relate to us a little bit, but it's not too.
Right.
It's different, but it's not too far from home.
So you like the different aspect, a little bit of that, the cultural
That
difference.
little pop in there.
Yeah. I ain't mad at you, because why the hell would you want to be around the same shit all day?
That's true.
I ain't mad at you, because this was the thing that I had with someone, well, my question that I would ask from another person who, well, not even just my race, from your own race. If you don't prefer to date within your own race, I don't understand it, and I wanted to get inside someone's head who think like that, because you yourself are white, you yourself are Asian, you yourself are African American, or whatever it is that you may be. How can you have such a prejudice when you walk in that same skin color? So if we have somebody who's actually viewing the show and you have an opinion, like, tap on the keyboard, because we got somebody back there who's going to make sure that they read your comments so we can include them within the show. So I really want to know what you guys' opinions are, and do you guys actually have a preference? Do you date outside your race? Have you dated outside your race? Is it a certain race that you won't touch? You know, like, let us know. You know what I'm saying?
What was your experience? How is that person like? Are y'all different? Like,
Correct.
what is
you want to know?
Yeah, because I had some of those questions, because I was saying, like, but you have a mother who's black. Like, you got sisters or siblings who's black, and you love, I ain't gonna say to death, you love to life, because that's just how I talk. So how can you not give another beautiful? Do you hear me when I say? Because I'm confident in the skin that I'm in, you know, and the Lord gave me this black skins, and I love it. So for someone to say that they don't want to date my race, I got a problem.
I don't have a problem. You missing out.
Period.
Cool. We lit
Here,
over
cool.
here. We lit.
All right, so I can have because they haven't dated out. Well, you dated outside your race. I'm gonna ask this question over here to the person on the side. Have you found that it's more difficult or more hard to deal with an African American woman than it is for you to date your preference Puerto Rican?
I mean, okay, first of all, I've only really dated probably like 3 or 4 women, and one of them, when she was black, I can't really count.
When she was?
I mean, she was. I can't really count that because I ain't really like her like that. But before we started talking, so I can't really count that. But she was. I would say she was more. I can't say she was more difficult. All women are difficult. The Puerto Ricans be difficult too.
Yeah.
So you know, I can't really say it's that different.
Did you
But
hear
do
that?
you
He
think-
said all women are difficult.
But do you think there's like a stereotype for black women
I agree.
then?
Yeah.
And what is it?
Some people would stereotype y'all as, you know, angry, bitter, you know,
Ratchet.
ghetto,
Mm-hmm.
ratchet, you know, and those.
Loud mouth. It's true to an extent,
certain
but they
extent.
feel like it's all of us.
To a certain extent.
So some people just stay away from that. They don't want to.
They don't want to deal with that, but you'll deal with it from.
You girl talk, because I was sure about to say it, like, you didn't need you a natural, get real.
Preach.
But
We
you'll
are not
deal-
the
you'll
only
deal
ones
with it
that
as
is like
loud.
Exactly.
With a
ratchet,
black
outgoing.
Wait,
We are
wait.
not the only ones.
I just gotta defend myself. Cause me personally,
I ain't talking about you.
because I got a standard for women, just period. So
Yeah.
she can't be of that type at all.
You don't want the ratchet to get
No,
her
she
loud
gotta-
mouth, all
She can be
that.
that, but she just gotta have another side to it. She gotta.
Yeah,
she gotta be smart.
just
She gotta
be
be
that.
educated, you know.
She gotta know
So
what
I
to
can't
pop off.
You got to be versatile.
But some people, I understand what y'all saying. Some people is like that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, because we kind of chatted, because I don't know if you guys, if we have any new viewers, if you, we had an episode where we dealt with the angry black woman. So when he speaks of that, it kind of reminds me of that episode, because like Keela was just saying, you can have a Puerto Rican woman or any other race but the black woman has been singled out. You know, we can have that same anger. It can be the same on the same issue, but we're the one who gets the label. And I think it's a little unfair, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm personally versatile, but I do understand. I don't want a one-track mind dude either. I don't care. Even if my preference is black, I don't want you to be no one-track mind. Like, I got time for that because I like to do everything. I'm all a little over the board, so I need you to be able to go here and go there.
It's the thing. I had done a phone call.
Oh my Lord.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We got any comments yet? No comments?
No comments yet. Hennessy Love just said facts, full blackism. Yes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so do you think someone who don't prefer to date out of their race, does it come from an insecurity? Do you think that they have an insecurity deep within?
You said somebody that doesn't want to?
Yeah, the one who don't prefer to date their race.
Yes and no.
I think so.
Yes and no.
Why don't you
Touching
go
on
first?
what Keela said, how she said, like, when she wake up in the morning, her straight picture,
That's what I want to deal
that's a
with.
little bit of, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to explain that to you. You should already know that, you know, what's popping.
Yeah.
But then again, it's a insecurity, but then it's more like, that's who we are. Who wants to explain themselves to somebody else every day about what I'm doing? Why you wearing a bonnet to sleep? What's a bonnet?
Right.
I gotta keep my hair together. I don't want to have to get up in the morning.
But in the people's defense, once you tell them one time, they
And that's what I was gonna say.
once you tell a man one time, if he really like
Once
you,
you tell
he
somebody
understand.
once, and then they get used to it, it's still stuff that, like, once you bring him around your family, you gotta explain stuff to him
That's
about
true.
Okay, but
what
it's
this
so
barbecue is and why these hot dogs burn and why that's the best part of the hot dog.
Y'all don't think that's unfair though to other people outside y'all race that y'all don't want to
Of
talk
course
to?
it is.
That's
Of
true.
course
Yeah,
it's
and there's
unfair
still
for us to
cultural
say that,
differences
but then
within your
what
own
about
race
them?
as well.
Exactly.
What about them saying that they don't want to mix with us because we're black and we're ghetto and we're loud?
But there's black people who still don't understand a lot of black things that y'all have going on as well, because there are different types of black people. So would you date a different type of black person as well? Would
All
you still
people
feel
are
the
different,
exact
just
same way
different colors.
if this black guy that you were dating had to question you and ask, why are you wearing a bonnet to sleep?
Exactly.
Why you gotta cut out your tracks? Why is that not your hair? Is that the same thing?
Exactly. Yeah,
It's
I
the
mean,
same
because
thing.
at some point you're going to have to explain certain things. So we do understand that because it's a cultural difference, then you may have to explain certain things to this dude that you may not necessarily say to, oh boy. But at the end of the day, there's going to always be something that you would have to explain, period. But yeah. So you think that
But
comes
some-
from
I think so, because if you know that that's what you have to go through, like Juanisha said, waking up looking like
We have
that.
a
Some
phone
men
call,
like
y'all.
to be like,
We have a caller.
let me finish my thought,
Yeah,
because I'm gonna
finish
forget. Some men to be like, they don't like how the black women look like that. Like, some men don't like how you look with your natural hair. They might want it to be laid and they want it to be slayed. They can't deal with that. So I think so, because if you black, that's how your mama hair look, but you still think she beautiful. But you don't think about somebody that you with.
Yeah.
It could. Okay, I intervene.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking, like, just to counter y'all.
Yeah.
It could be beautiful, but that could not just be what you attract
That
to.
ain't your type. That's what I said. So
Yeah,
if you
but
make
that's
me comfortable,
okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, and I think it's
I need to be
okay.
comfortable.
It's Queen DJ.
All right, so we have a caller who wants to call in and wants to give their side. So you want to,
Yeah, we just gonna put y'all on the mic. So y'all go. What you want to ask them a question?
Introduce them.
yeah. So what was your? Okay, so this is Tanya, one of the hosts, and then of course you have my daughter right here to the left. Her name is Nisha, and then of course you got the person who's holding the phone is my niece. You probably know her. Man, who that is?
This Corey and DJ.
Okay, I thought it was Cleo.
So ask your question.
All right, so what was his name again?
Corey and DJ.
Oh, okay.
It's two of them. Two boys.
I was gonna say, what? That's the name, Coy DJ. All right, so do you guys have a preference as far as to what you date, or do you only stick to your culture, or you prefer a culture outside of your own, or a race outside of your own race?
All right, I'm gonna let DJ go first.
Okay.
Me personally,
Let us know if you guys can hear them.
I prefer to date outside my race only because that I feel that we as black people, we try to make each other feel that we're obligated to date within our race.
That's a good point.
When we see other black people with a black woman or Spanish woman, we're like, oh, why aren't you with a black person? As if that they were obligated to be with a black person because they're black.
Right.
Okay.
I like that. That's a a great point. So the people can't see you on the camera, so can you tell us what your race is?
I'm black.
Okay.
African
We know what you mean. You're good.
American. So, I mean, I feel like we're not obligated to be with a specific race, which is our own.
Right.
Like, people try to make it seem that way because of things that we've been through. I mean, I get it. We stick together, and I have no issue with black people being with black people.
We
But
can't.
if a person wants to be with, say, a white woman, a Spanish woman, you shouldn't make them feel like he's wrong because he or she is with that person.
Okay, let me, because they can't hear you. They're going to be able to hear you in these mics on the app, but they can't hear you on the live. So I'm gonna give a little bit of a summary just in case they want to, join in on your conversation. So he said that he's an African American male. He prefers to date outside of his race. He said the reason why he prefers to date outside of his race is because people feel as though that he's obligated to date within his own race, and that's pretty much it. And I think that that's an excellent point because we haven't tapped on that, and I actually have never heard that. I actually think that that's an excellent point. So, are you trying to be rebellious?
Let me ask you this, DJ. Are you just not attracted to black women, or that's just not what you want to date?
No. There are some attractive. There are many attractive.
Okay.
There are very, but I just prefer not to be with them.
Okay, so it's no prejudices. You just prefer certain.
None of that. It's just I prefer to be with, like, my personal preference. I would prefer to be with a Spanish woman.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I mean, yes, there are attractive black people in this world.
Of course, you gonna feel that.
Choose not to be with them.
Right. Okay,
All
I
right,
got
cool.
it. I mean, we can respect that, so we ain't got no issues. We ain't got no quarrels with it. He said he don't have any prejudices against the black woman. He just so they can hear. So he just don't prefer that race. So that was
DJ.
This
so
is
Corey.
DJ, don't leave now, because that don't mean conversation over now. Now, Corey, let's go. Corey, okay, so what is your race before you start?
I'm African American.
Okay. And do you have a preference, like will you date your own race or you prefer to go with another race?
Okay, well, before I start, I agree with DJ. As growing up, I felt the same way, but I would say, like, probably the last 1 or 2 years, I don't have a preference. I'm open to everything, but my point for agreeing with DJ is, I guess growing up, you're raised by so many black women, and personally, whenever I talk to a black woman, they remind me of my mother, and just seeing, like, the struggle she went through, or her, like, outbursts, that kind of, like, turned me off as a whole.
Yeah.
So that's probably mainly the main reason why I didn't choose to pursue or go for black women. But I will say now, as I'm getting older,
Right.
that I do see a lot of my aunts, my mom, my grandmothers, and black women, and I guess I've grown more appreciative of them. So
Right.
as far as now, I don't have a preference. I'm pretty much open to any kind of race, as long as we, like, connect and click. That's
Correct.
what I think.
Okay, I got it. And I like that because I'm not sure if you guys were tuning in before you guys actually called in, because we had an episode about the angry black woman. And so we was just chatting about it a little bit. So when you talked a little bit about some of the experiences that you had within your home, do you find that when dealing with an African American woman, are they less approachable, or like they're not? Is there a certain? Because I'll say this, because when people ask what the topic is and they kind of chat about it a little bit, and I had a dude who said that he dates outside of the race, and all of the other races were very easy to talk to. They weren't standoffish. They didn't have anything to look for. They didn't automatically think that somebody was trying to talk to them, or they wasn't looking for anything out of the relationship. Is that your experience as well?
I will say that with that point is my family, my mom, my aunt, I wouldn't say they're unapproachable. It's just that their experiences cause them to be hardened and to promote themselves in a way where they're equal instead of feeling inferior to others.
Oh, that's
so
good.
They come up very strong, but that's just because in their profession, their workforce, they're always seen as inferior to the white woman or the white man. So they come off strong.
Yeah.
I don't see them being or hard to approach. I feel, for me personally, if I'm going to approach a black woman, them personally, they have to either meet the level or exceed what my grandparents and my mom, my aunt have already set. So I hold black women to a higher standard as far as like me dating them. If I date them, I feel you have to be on the same level as my mom, my aunt. You have to be what they've already set. They've already set the bar so high. So I hold them to a way higher standard. And personally, I haven't found anyone who beats that standard. So I can't.
What? You ain't been far. I'm just playing with you. I said you ain't went too many places. I'm just joking.
Should have been in South Africa. Y'all playing.
So, I mean, as far as me to bring a black woman to my family, bring them around, I feel like it's just they have to carry themselves in a certain way. Not saying that they don't. It's just what I've been raised around. Like I've been raised around strong women who've done things that I don't see a lot of women do. So I hold them to a higher standard, and I personally haven't found that. So I kind of tend to go to other races just because for them, I'm not gonna say I don't hold them to a higher standard. It's just I don't have a standard as far as like I've grown up with to hold them to. If that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I can actually agree with you on that. A lot. You made some very valid points. Because I want to kind of harp on that, on like the
She don't understand.
Because I was going to say, because since they're so turned off with the black race, and being that you had that experience with your relatives, then it's just like, why shit on us even more? By not giving us a chance when you already know, even as a black man, that we already got to go 20 times as hard as it would be for any other race. And the black woman is like that too. We may not have the same fight, but we're still in the same battle. So, I can't speak for all black women, but I can understand why certain black women may have a little bit of a problem when they see a successful black man go to what they would consider the golden goose or the golden egg. So it's like, well, damn, who do you think I am when I would struggle? Like, we got to supersede everybody else's expectations. You can go hard and they'll still close the door in your face. And you know that. I don't know because you may be a little too young, so maybe you haven't experienced any closed doors, but as a race, we experience that. So I feel like, to count your own race out, I just like, that's what bothers me. I don't care if you date whoever you date, because I feel like you should love whoever loves you. But for there to be certain prejudices, and I know you don't, but we just having a conversation, for there to be certain prejudices when it comes in that area, I'm like, God damn, like, y'all, we can't get nothing. Like, motherfucker be angry, I'm angry, she ain't, the right woman angry, the Asian woman ain't angry, but why the hell we got to be counted out? So that's what I'm saying, from coming from another black woman, like, God damn, can the bitch get up?
It's like what the girl said on Save the Last Dance. You took one of the few good brothers that we got
Right.
left.
You said, like, yeah, you already know it. Y'all far few and in between when it comes to the successful ones. I'm just saying, if we're going to be honest, we're going to be honest. So then the few successful black men, you got a nerve to go play for the other team? Like, come on, man. They already trying to, get rid of us.
It's not that you're playing for another team. If you put it in that aspect, it's more so who pursues you first. Like, sometimes, black women, they don't pursue or they don't show interest. It's like they have that hard shell. So, don't blame me for your past. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's been hurt. Don't hold me for what they did.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's most time that's how we're counted out. And so rather than deal with that, I go to someone or whoever who gives me a chance to show that I'm different, that I don't hold their past against me. So that's another reason for maybe going outside of the race.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my opinion.
I agree, and I don't think that you guys are responsible for us, but have a little bit of compassion is what we're saying. Like, damn, she angry, but nobody cares about how she got there. Some man, whether it be a white man or Asian, it don't matter what race. Some people don't deal with pain the same. It take a little longer to get over than others. And true indeed, you need to go ahead and handle that before you move on to the next and don't take it out on the next man. But it's just like, what happened to compassion is all I'm saying.
Correct.
Because y'all will extend it to another race easier than you would to the black race because we have that label. So it's like, now we don't even want to show y'all our pain. Like we don't even want to show you that we angry. Like we always got to put on this face. We always got to put on this facade that we ain't something that we are. It's like mourn in secret, cry in secret, be angry in secret. It's you can never be heard. You know what I'm saying? But then you look at someone else who can just love so easily, and then yet the black woman is still yearning to be loved.
Because y'all don't want to take the time.
Because nobody want to take time to love us.
To love us.
I will also argue with that as far as being
Y'all
loved.
can chime
I
in.
think we're always
Take it.
I'm sorry. But yeah, I totally agree. So I had some other.
Agree.
You agree?
That's a good point. I ain't think of it that way. So yeah, y'all did just open my mind a little bit.
A little bit.
What he said.
I don't know what they're talking about.
How would you guys feel if we got rid? If we don't want to date y'all? Like y'all out here,
That's
They
fine.
but they probably
Listen,
don't.
DJ, that's
Because
fine.
that's that confidence. You know, you can't because you can't talk to somebody because they confident.
Y'all care about it.
Oh, you got more questions for them?
Thank y'all so much.
I can't be like, oh, she hates me because she don't want to date me. No, she just may not prefer me.
Right.
I can't be mad because you don't prefer me.
Yeah.
You may view me as a handsome man, or you may think I look good or whatever.
Or not.
But that doesn't mean you have to date me. That we're not.
He said she said
She said we're not.
I'm not calling you unattractive. That's not. I'm just.
I did not say that.
That's me. That's me, the host. I'm a little snappy, you know.
I'm sorry. We got bro session.
And you mean that. Yeah, but I do want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is me, and just in case you guys haven't got the visual, this is babe over here.
Hi. Thank y'all for calling. We
Look,
appreciate your opinions.
Absolutely. We got to get y'all to come on the show.
Yeah,
Y'all ain't
y'all
scared
can
to sit
come in
by a
real
black
life.
girl, is you? Yeah, I did.
Right.
Oh, look. And I was so excited, too. When she told me she hadn't found me somebody, I said, now, goddamn it, that's my niece. My niece be on it. But y'all know we keep it real. We talk about any and everything. If there's a conversation to be had, that is what this platform is for. So I do want to thank you guys for calling in and putting your input. There were excellent portions to this episode. And I appreciate it. Make sure y'all go follow the page and share y'all
Like
episodes.
us too. Thank y'all.
All right. That's what's up. I didn't even think about that at all. So that was a good aspect. Yeah. All right, so let's get on this sexual experience. Hey, y'all, look, somebody else can start the live now. I see myself over here in the mirror. Like, gotta check myself out. Look cute. So when it comes to your sexual experience, Quanisha, since you done tapped that side of your race.
I was too young to be doing that.
Oh, so your date don't even really count.
I told you I was younger.
That's why I asked, was it a real
Younger.
experience?
So it wasn't
Real.
serious at all.
Okay, so dude on the side.
Yeah, you old enough to be haunching them.
No way.
Right. Can I
How was it?
What about it?
So okay, well, you dated a black woman. Did you also did you have a sexual experience with, okay. So, is there differences?
Not what you mean in terms of like physical appearance.
That y'all is killing the
Sorry,
air.
Jackie.
Real.
Call her. Call her.
FaceTime call.
It don't matter.
So when I say sexual differences, because you know there is a different coloration down there. You know, when you're nervous about it the first time, like when you looked at it, you was like, that look a little unusual. Like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can put my mouth down there.
No, I was fine.
You was fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine with anybody. See, that's the thing. I feel like sometimes when you say you don't prefer black women, some people think you just be like, oh, you think they ugly, disgusting. No, it's not. It's just I'll talk to whoever. It's just whoever I'm attracted to. It's
Right.
usually Puerto Ricans or, and that black girl, she's kind of light skinned, so you don't.
Right.
that don't really
So you
count.
like a fair skinned black girl.
She just so happened to be. See, it is what it is.
That's just what your
That's just
experience
what
was.
it was at that moment.
Yeah.
But I didn't experience no differences in either one. I was perfectly fine.
So their birth was wild. No one was more tame than the other. Well, my experience.
The black girl was a little. She was a
little more freakily.
She was a little bit more.
Just a little bit. That's enough.
So if you couldn't hear him, he said there was really not too much of a difference when it came to the sexual differences. He said the black girl was a little bit more on the freak side. That's what we do. We always trying to please y'all. Probably doing shit we don't even like.
She was trying to go above and beyond.
She trying to go over and beyond.
She was
And
doing
he
a lot.
still didn't want.
She was doing a lot.
You got a lot of nerve to not want that girl.
It was other stuff.
No, that part was fine. It was just like the mental stuff.
Yeah,
She just wasn't that
everything
smart.
else. You going all the way here.
Said she wasn't that
She
smart.
wasn't my type.
Wasn't that bright.
Everything else was fine.
I've never had an experience with someone outside of my race. They're black. So
Can't relate.
I can't relate.
Let's talk
But
about
I think they say because the
Let's talk
stereotype
about
is
in the race. We're gonna talk about dating dating in your race.
Great. This show you talk about.
that's what I'm
everything.
saying. That's what I'm
Because that
touching
ain't
on.
all
Because they
sweet
saying
either.
that it's
Yeah, it ain't. I mean, we talking about we defending dating inside your race, but dating inside your race ain't all sweet either.
You know, look
that's
how it's
cheating actually. That's real
A lot
tough.
of people don't like that.
The stereotype.
But I was saying that the stereotype is that black men is bigger and like somebody else might be not as big, but it's not even, I don't even think it have nothing to do with that. But some people think
So you
that
got little
because,
bigger.
I'm saying, some people think that because they black, that it's going to be better and it's going to be bigger. So I feel like that's why more people of other races gravitate.
Want the black men.
Yeah, they want the black men, but nobody want the black women.
Yeah,
They
that's
just
what I
want
was
Yeah. Oh, so y'all want the D.
yeah, and they want the mixed babies and they want stuff like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess. Y'all both gotta go and give me a baby, I guess. Well, my experience, because I thought it was a little uncomfortable because it definitely didn't look the same as a black one. You know, so that was a little bit of a shock to me. But
what if it's dark?
Huh?
I'm saying, like, if you're not looking at it, if lights was off, how was it different
I need to
besides
see.
that?
You got clothes in there.
You don't have. Okay, so I can't even ask you that.
Well, no, because it's not so much that you gotta have sex with the lights on.
Because you asking DJ was it's freakiness level, like stuff like that. So if the lights was off and you couldn't see him, was it still good? It wasn't good. Or
Well,
you
mine,
just
I definitely didn't have a terrible experience.
Okay.
I found that there was a little bit, they like to give a little bit more or pleasure
Okay.
than the African American that I have dealt with, and that was up my alley. But as far as to when it came to the shades of their body, that was a little bit of a shock. It wasn't so much that I wasn't that I couldn't get attracted to it or couldn't get with the program, if you will.
Okay,
But it wasn't a black man standing in front of me,
Okay.
so I had to get a little used to that. And like I say, real talk, there are differences when you
That's
look
why I
at
said
the penis.
if I'm not comfortable, that don't make me comfortable.
I mean, but it was a penis. A penis is a penis. Whether it's pink,
But you said looking at it, so I must not be looking at it then.
You said that you wanted to add something to that, right? You said I got you. Just want to make sure I ain't leave you out.
No, I'm
Okay, well then come back to your thoughts. You said you had wanted to say something.
No, because Keela pretty much touched on it. But she was saying like some people's they not used to black men, so they want to experience black men out of, like Puerto Ricans and white girls and stuff like that. They love black men because they don't like the white ones. So
Sexual wise, that's what you're saying.
yeah,
Sexual wise,
they
okay.
just want to be with a black man for that.
Oh, so they done fell for the okey doke. They think that all black men
It's
A
like
lot
that.
of people think that.
they hung low and heavy structure.
And they have rhythm and it's strong.
Yeah, and then
Yeah. Well, I'm here to tell y'all if that's what y'all shooting for, all of them ain't got. Ain't like I had all of them, but I'm just saying.
It's some I definitely don't.
It's a lot of them.
Thanks.
It's a lot of them.
That's a lot of them.
It's enough.
All right, so within your experience, have you found out that the black woman is more of a responsibility like she is? And you got too much shit to take care of when it comes to a black woman. Meaning the hair, the lashes. You know, it's a lot of keeping up.
Oh, as far as like upkeep, no, because I feel like every woman, well, the Puerto Ricans, they do that too. Like they have weed, they do makeup and stuff like that.
Thank you so much for making that point. Can you say that a little louder? Because I need to make sure that
The
they heard
Puerto
it.
Ricans, they have wigs and tracks and stuff too. They do the extensions and all that.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
because...
all they hair not really that long.
Right, because I read a post that you tagged me in the other day, and unfortunately I'm going live from my phone, so I can't read the post, so I'll try to do a little bit of a summary of it. What it was talking about, like how the black woman, their hair is nappy, or they're always wearing wigs, or, you know what I'm saying, it's like they're pretty much just like keeping up with the Joneses because they're trying to be Caucasian. So they're saying that what we do, how we wear our hair, how we present ourselves, how we groom ourselves is all because we're trying to be another race, because that race is the go-to race now. Since y'all just, you know.
I feel like most of them trying to be y'all almost.
Exactly.
A lot of races trying to be.
Everybody wants to be a black queen.
But they make it seem like we trying to be somebody else because we get weave.
We want hair, straight hair.
It's good to hear that side because the black woman don't get that. All we hear is that's what we're trying to be. So when you have a black gentleman in the building and he's saying, no, I actually don't agree with that, I think that they're more or less trying to be like, y'all, I think that we need to hear that because we often think that we know how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? Like we just think we just know y'all.
We really do.
I'm so guilty for that.
We know we don't, but like it's a lot of y'all that feel that way, so we just generalize it as y'all all feel that way.
Exactly.
No, I think a lot of them trying to be like black girls in terms of like looks and try to listen to the same music, talk the same.
Get their lips done. White people get their lips done. And
We got more clumps on
I
lips.
can't speak on nobody.
Right. Because my next question was going to be like, do you think that this had, like it had an effect onto why black women did it? But you've already answered that question. I'm so happy that you made that point because the dudes on the phone that actually made a great point too. Because once again, we always trying to thank for y'all. To be honest, do other cultures do that? Do they try to thank for y'all ass too?
Not as much as and I like what you said about how y'all how some people try to make it seem like you're supposed to be with a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
So you just trying to rebel against that, like, oh, I ain't got it. Y'all telling me I gotta be with a black woman. I ain't got to.
Yeah.
So some of them try to go outside the race. But one thing I will say though, when I was with a black girl, it was a lot more easy to open up with her. Or I feel like she was more comfortable with me. Because like I met her family real quick. I was plugged in real quick with her. I think she was like more comfortable just being with a black person.
Yeah.
But the Puerto Ricans and the other races and stuff, they take a little more time. They give you a facade when you get to the house.
Yeah.
You really figure out what's going on.
That's crazy that he said that because a conversation that I had with someone who dated outside of their preference said that the black woman was one of the races that was more hard to open up to. So he has a different experience. I mean, you can only talk from your experience.
I feel like with me, because I got a lot of sisters, so I grew up with a lot of women around me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just naturally attract women to me. I be friends with them. It's real easy to talk to women.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like a lot of black girls just be real open with me.
Yeah.
Easy.
Aww.
Such a good man. Right, one of them. That's one of them. At least. He don't have a preference. My brother.
So you trying to say he gonna be one of them, one of these black prizes that going on over there and put the
It's
other
gonna be
team?
whoever he like.
It's just like what you call it on the phone. It's like when you grow up around so many strong black women, you
You
can't
got
just
to
date
come
anybody.
with it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of just anybody black women out here. Like, can't just talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the other post, I mean, on that same post that you was talking about, it was another point that they made within that. Within the post, is they was talking about black women always black women always want to argue. They said like another because this person prefers Spanish race, and they was like the Spanish girl would just tell you what's on her mind. You know what I'm saying? And y'all talk about what's on her mind. The black woman not only they're gonna tell you what's on their mind, but they want to argue about it. So I'm like, well, what the fuck is the damn difference, bitch? I'm telling you what's on my mind. What is it? Is it the because we're so expressive?
The hand gestures, the attitude,
the nagging.
That's why I think this topic is so like subjective because it depends on who you with. Because me, all my women been crazy, so I can't really speak. There's no real difference. They all been crazy. They Hit you.
Thank you for being fair.
They'll probably hit you.
Somebody hit you?
Ain't nobody hit me for real.
They talk about you.
Well, my man,
Because you already know we ain't ready. Where she at?
my man said that black love hit different. So I don't know.
Period.
I don't know.
I mean, I ain't a dude, but I think he hit
I
different.
think it hit different too. I'm just saying.
You think he different?
I mean, it's good.
He got to get somebody that make him feel like it
that
feel
shit
different. Because I'm just that.
Yeah,
See, he ain't go somebody trying to make you feel like you got to date your race.
I don't have no prejudice.
This
against
somebody
my race. I will
who's
if I need
experienced it though, because he done experienced other races too. So
Yeah.
for him to say that, it's just like compared to everybody else, it's different.
Yeah. I don't know. So if you had a kid, because we're going to wrap it up in a minute. So if you had a kid, do you prefer? Because I'm going to get my point on, because I have kids, and they ain't got no kids yet, thank God.
Well,
so, do you have, if you had a kid, would you be like, you got to date your race?
Who started?
Like,
you
well,
go first.
yeah, because I'm going to get my,
Yeah, you gonna
what
tell
I
us
said.
what you had.
if I had a kid, do I think
Do
that
you
I
have
should
a
date my
preference for
race
them?
because my child is watching me and I want to set a good
No, I said
example?
the kid.
What do you think they should do? Your kids.
I'm gonna let my kids date whoever they want to date. You gotta make your own mistakes. Just like my mama taught me, she pushed me out there. I gotta make my own mistakes to learn. Just push me out there. Just I had to learn by myself to figure out what I like and how I like. Cause I'm already my mama. I'm if I don't like you, I don't like you. So it's just basically whatever you decide that you want to date. So if my child says that, Mom, I want to date this white man. Okay, I'm going to accept this white man. If my daughter is in love with this white man, I'm going to accept this white man into my family because that's what my daughter likes.
So you're not gonna press your son to date a black girl.
Yeah.
Nah,
What you gonna do if you bring home a white girl? How you gonna feel?
that's whatever my child wants. I can have my own
No,
opinion.
but I'm saying-
I can have my own
That's
opinion
what I want to hear.
about.
How you gonna do?
Now,
What's your
my opinion is date whoever you want. Because honestly, myself, I am a free spirit. I date whatever I want because I'm a free spirit. So I'm going to allow my child to be a free spirit. The only time I would tell my child somebody that they're dating, I would tell them that I wouldn't like it is if I don't like that person's attitude or the way that person is treating my child.
Yeah.
It's not about the color. It's not about the job or the money or anything. It's
Right.
mainly about
Treat
how
it
do you
well.
treat my child.
Yeah.
That's how I
I
feel.
agree.
Okay.
Not
Good
a-
answer. Good answer. Good answer.
I wanted my son to date.
That's because you knew your son was gonna be a successful black man.
A black woman's prize is skipping over us, but the girls, I kind of want them to date white men.
You see why is that? That's not right. That's a double standard.
It is, but she don't
Y'all
care.
want the girls with white men, but the black man can't be with.
Yeah, deep down inside, I really don't care like that. So
Right.
I'm going to badger you about it, but yeah, because I wanted them, not just that, you know, Pickens is a little slim. I ain't want to be with no hoodlums and thugs and joints.
Yeah, and me, I kind of did the same thing. Like, I was a little bit free with Quanisha. I wanted, because, I don't know, maybe a woman. I wanted Quanisha to love love who loves you. But when it came to my boys, like, I didn't care what they did. They could date across the board, but you got to marry a black girl. Like, that was what I
Have your
said.
fun first.
Yeah, like, and I wasn't encouraging for them to just be, you get some dick, you get some dick. That wasn't what I was encouraging, but I was like, you need to date a black woman. I wanted them to date a black woman, and it's most likely gonna go right back to that reason. Like, they always take the good men and they want to give them to another goddamn race. No, you gonna stick with your own. Use them and marry us.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, shit. You wasn't gonna marry them. So I guess technically that would be a use. Never am I going to promote my son to use a woman, but that's what you can't marry her. But you know, I done definitely got past that because shit, I had a kid young and I done grew as they grew. So, you know, I want them to love who loves them because I accept everybody, real deal. But if I had a choice, that's what I would have said.
I really agree
Yeah.
with both of y'all because it's just their life. They gonna have to decide by themselves. But one thing I do want is for my son to at least respect the black women. Don't just think you don't have to go that way because they just mean and they just nag and they just do all this other stuff.
Exactly.
Keep an open mind on that too.
Right. Give them a chance, goddamn.
Yeah, give them a chance.
Give them a chance. All right, so we're about to wrap this show up. I do want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want to thank my niecey Pooh.
You're welcome.
And then my baby girl. And then, this person over here on the side. And then I have my niece back there. You already know my sister is always on the scene. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And just to do a little bit of a summary, do you guys want to give y'all last thoughts? And then we'll wrap this thing
We
up.
never touched on why it's not all candy apples and rainbows.
That's gonna have to be another show.
With the black dude.
Yes.
Oh yeah, true. Y'all talk
We
about that.
never touched on that.
Well, you got something you want to say real quick?
Yes, I
But
do.
even though it's not all candy apples, sunshines, and rainbows, you still haven't dated outside your race. So it
Well,
must
she
be
have.
okay.
I mean, well, not really.
I have, but not really. But then again, still, it's a lot to talk about on that other note.
Well, what you got to say? Tell me.
Because even as a black man will still open his mouth to disrespect a black woman. Even if you're dating a black man still will disrespect you or call you out of your name or just treat you a certain way or cheat on you with somebody outside of your race.
So you think that with your
But yet we're still choosing the black man over anybody else, but these black men are not giving us the respect that another race would give us.
But then you need to move on.
No, but I'm just saying, that's not my type, but I'm saying I watch some black women go through this with black men because they choose to stay in their race and not date outside of it.
Girl, that
Mm-hmm.
you are natural like your mama.
That's only partially true though. Just because she's standing there and putting up with it doesn't mean you can't generalize it. That's just the type of men that she's picking.
Mm-hmm.
That's her problem.
Yeah.
If she can still stay within her race and she need to date up, she's picking the wrong type.
So you think the black man is more disrespectful than the other goddamn race?
I'm not being racially profiling the black men, but I'm saying they are very disrespectful, and I say that because I've grown up with black brothers who have black homeboys who, and I watch them disrespect black women throughout all of my life.
But how many white people do you hang around?
I hang around. I'm not a person who just hang around black people. I have had multiple white friends. They are very respectful. They are very respectful, and I'm not saying white, Puerto Rican, all type of race. I hang with all type of people. I'm a very open person. I'm a free spirit, as I keep saying. I hang with a lot of people, and white women, Spanish, any type of other races as women and men. They're very different than we are. We're a lot outspoken than other races, and sometimes that's a weapon. It's actually very aggressive and very
picnics. They let white people picnics and planning dinners and all of that. The black men don't really be thinking of that.
They don't think of that. You
Some
don't
people
see
just
a
don't
black
know
man coming
race,
with roses and stuff like that. Don't matter. It's men.
So maybe they haven't been exposed to it, because I do believe that
And
that's
that's also
true.
true.
I ain't saying all of them don't. but
That's
I'm
also
saying.
true.
Because I think it comes to what you surround yourself with. So if you don't see that your dad loved your mom in that way, or you know what I'm saying, if it's not what you're used to, what you see, then it would have to come from a desire or someone actually asking for it. But I do agree to you guys. I think it's a valid point. Definitely when it comes to the being disrespect, well, at least from where I grew up and what I done seen, the disrespect is the all-time high. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of helps the woman, why she becomes so standoffish, why she think that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so hard.
exactly. Why she has that, if y'all can hear her, that's exactly why she's so hard and she's so strong, because that is what she's used to coming up around. I think that's an excellent point, Juanita. But
they also need to learn how to spread their wings. I mean, we tend to date
Coddle
people
them.
who live in the area that we live in. Try to go somewhere.
Exactly.
Go somewhere and find somebody else.
Exactly.
But
People
also, that's why black women are more stronger as when you approach a black woman or you're dealing with a black woman or you're dating a black woman. We're stronger because of the people that we deal with, and we deal with these people because some of us have parents that push us to black people to stay in our race, and then other people just just feel like they don't need to date outside of their race, and we deal with black men who make us have to put up a gate, make us have to act stronger. We have to be tougher. Like, if you gonna hit me, man, you ain't gonna hit me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hit me. You're not gonna talk to me any type of way, because my brother's not gonna have it. I put my whole family at the door.
Now you get it.
Now I'm a black woman and I'm ratchet because I'm talking back to you. No,
Exactly.
I have to act this way because I need to let you know I am a woman, but I also can stand up for myself. I also have family that love me too, that you're not gonna sit up here and disrespect me like I'm not a woman.
So
Just because I'm black.
They created the angry black woman, and now they don't want to deal with it.
Exactly.
Would be correct. Remember the post that I read to you the other day?
That's kind. Y'all just not finna do men like that.
I'm not talking
Because we're not gonna. No. But you're not gonna just take the good and not take the bad.
No, but the anger, that's what the anger comes from. They saying that we angry. We angry because you done grew up with these angry parents who did not grow up with their daddies. Everybody pissed off because of that. This is why we're angry. It's not having anything to do with you.
Right.
But this is how the generational anger came about. All of you got 5 different baby mamas. You can't be with all of them, at least living with all of them. So now you're mad because your daddy he ain't treating your mama right. She got to be strong. She got to make the money. She ain't getting the child support.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of reasons why we angry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So you created the black angry woman, and now y'all don't want to deal.
Yeah.
They made the angry black woman, not us young black men, gotta deal with what they
See, you
did.
growing up not even want to deal with it because you seeing the effects of it.
Yeah.
And it might have been your parents, your friends' parents that you seen go through this crap. Is your mom an angry black woman?
Somebody else go.
Yeah.
It's who?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, exactly.
I agree, but you have to teach, and I'm happy that you brought that side out because we're basically, I ain't gonna say that we're advocating for the black woman to date the black man because love who you love, but you know what I'm saying, just give us the same respect is all we're trying to say. Love us just as much as we want you guys loved. Damn, want us to be loved too.
Equal
But then you also have to not only be over here, always rooting for the black man and only want to show their assets and the good things about them. Well, motherfucker, y'all got some shit about y'all that make us want to go over to the other team too. Just saying.
They should just say it.
So you never consider going to the other side. You never go show black king, and you was just like, he
We
really
too
getting
busy
on my
trying to
nerves.
praise y'all.
You ain't never just wanted to switch teams.
Me, honestly,
Well, that's
I can say that I have always, I'm not going to say this, I've always wanted to date outside of my race. Now that I'm older, I've always wanted to experience that dating outside of my race. But every time that I try to, it's like it's a vibe that I get from other races that I can't vibe with. Like I'm a free spirit. Like you gotta be able to vibe with me. Like it's all about the vibes. I need to be able to talk to you. You need to be my best friend. Like I need to be able to we gotta hang. I need you to be able to fit in when you come to my people house, and I need to be able to fit in when I go to yours.
Yeah, they're gonna be offended coming over here.
Yeah, put your feelings in your pocket when you come.
Put your feelings in your pocket.
Look, remind you the one who wear her feelings on her sleeve tell you to put your feelings in your pocket.
Am I the only person that had to tell these people to put their feelings in their pocket?
You rough though.
I don't. No, I don't bring nobody over here.
I'm a rough.
Look, we don't want to get off topic, but yeah.
Well, I already know. All right.
I agree. It was a point that I had just wanted to make. I just forgot the point that I wanted to make. Damn it, man.
You was wrapping the show up though.
I was going to wrap the show up, but dang, I had wanted to make that last point, but maybe it's just not meant for the point to be made. But all right, so we about to wrap this thing up, man.
Nice talking to you guys.
Hope y'all
So
enjoyed
long
the
story,
show,
right.
because
I really do. And share. Y'all already know. Share this shit, share that shit.
Like, comments.
Y'all can still leave comments because I'm going to read them and I'm going to respond
Yes.
back if y'all got something else to say.
Yes.
too.
Yes, of course.
Bored.
I guess I'll get on Facebook and shit.
So love who you love, summary, pretty much. But also allow yourself to be open. I'll say this: if you've had some bad experiences with, I don't give a damn what race, whether it's you did when outside of your race or you within your same race. If you've had some bad experiences, broaden your horizon. Goddamn it, go try something different, or try somebody from a different area. Goddamn it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, love who love you and give a motherfucker a chance and stop labeling people. Look, give us a chance.
Everybody.
We ain't so bad. Just saying.
All right.
Ain't so bad, but as far as the way you guys can find us, the page that you are currently watching us on, this is our business page that's Spoken with Purpose. Make sure you hit the like and follow option. We also have a second Facebook page, which is Spoken W Purpose. On Instagram, you can follow us at Spoken with Purpose 3. And then we're also on YouTube, that is Spoken with Purpose Podcast. And make sure you follow us on all the platforms. All y'all iPhone lovers out there, y'all got a whole podcast app on your phone. It's purple. It said podcast. Type in Spoken with Purpose. Got dirty. And it's going to pop up with SWP. What you going to do is you're going to hit subscribe. But we're also on Anchor and any other platforms that they have out there. It's pretty much a radio show on the air. Listen to us when you're working out, on your way to work, all of that. But until next time. Oh, my bad. Y'all, tell them where they can follow y'all at.
Don't follow me.
Don't follow me. Follow me. Don't follow me.
Right.
Don't follow me. Peace out.